Hello, welcome to Torch University. Hope you like, comment, share, subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about how you have to understand that everything in life, everything in what we call reality, is a test. Perfect example. In first grade, you have to pass to get to second grade. You have to pass elementary school to get to middle school. You have to pass middle school to get to high school. You have to pass high school to get to college. Once you're out of college, you're in what we call the real world. So that might mean paying your taxes, paying bills, getting a job, getting a car, finding somewhere to live, these kinds of things. And all of these are their own little test. And if you don't pass the test, you fail. If you fail the test in school, you don't graduate. If you fail the test in life, your life falls apart. Or you perceive it that way. Because everything in reality is perception. That's a video I'm going to make at a different time, but to put it simply, everything in reality is about your perception of it. So, you might see the challenges you face as, oh my gosh, whoa, what is me? Like, my life's so terrible, everything hurts so much, this is bad, like, everything sucks. If you see it like that, you're not going to understand the fact that test is meant to make you stronger. A sword did not become sharp by existing. It's not just born like that. You have to take the metal, which will be you as a child or you in your current state. You have to melt it down so you're burning up. Like it hurts. And then you gotta hammer it. You hammering it, and then you gotta cool it, and then you gotta keep doing that over and over. And then you gotta sharpen it, and you gotta sharpen it some more. So now you're grinding it. It's like cutting, it's breaking off. But by breaking it down, it becomes sharper. By breaking down, you become stronger. You have to go to some like rough spots in order to find the strength inside of you. You have to be knocked down to learn how to get up. You have to hurt in order to enjoy your pleasures. You have to feel hungry in order to enjoy a meal. You have to feel thirsty in order to enjoy water. And all of those things I said to you are the test. Life is an amazing teacher. It gives you the test and then gives you the answer after the test. Like, what's going to happen if I don't pay my bills? Find out. You get homeless. You're going to be homeless. Or, should I trust this person? Find out. Then you find out and you're like, oh yeah, I should. Or I shouldn't. And then you have to sit back and think, well, why shouldn't I have trusted that person? Yeah, they did seem a little suspicious, or there was like a gut feeling, or there was this or there was that. And you learn from it. Life gives you the test. You learn from it. But just because it gave you one test did not mean it's going to stop. From the day you are born to the day you die, you will have tests of some sort in life. It might be in school, such as turning in an assignment. That's a little test. It might be your car breaking down. That's to test your patience. It might be, it could also be someone annoying you, like someone stressing you out. That could be to test your patience, to test if you can try and understand where they're coming from, to test so many things. It might even be a test such as something very simple, like getting to school on time. That's to test your ability to manage your time. And there's going to become little tests. There's going to become big tests. Like, can you afford to buy a house? Or can you afford your hospital treatment? Or what are you going to do when your parents get old and they need somebody to take care of them? Or what are you going to do with your own body now so that when you're old, you don't need someone to take care of you? So when you're old, you could be 70, 80, 90, walking, talking, moving freely about. You're not going to be walking perfect or doing anything all perfect, but you'll be able to manage yourself. What are you going to do now so that when the time comes, you are able to function properly? What are you going to do for yourself today so that yourself down the line won't have to go through the test of, walking with the walkers you see a lot of senior citizens with? What are you going to do now so that when the time comes, you're not going to have to go through the test of not having teeth or having to deal with these long, yeah, I woke her up, or dealing with these lung and heart and skin conditions that could have simply been solved by being aware of the fact that life is a test. Everything is testing you. Like with a diet, people will often bring you snacks like, oh, you want some chips or you want a cookie or this or that. That's they might mean, they might mean good. They might mean to be very nice and friendly to you. But in reality, you can kind of see that as like the world trying to test you through them. Like in a lot of religions and ways of life, people say that a higher power uses someone to get at you or get at something. It might be someone saying that God spoke through them. It might be someone saying the devil used someone to test you. It might be someone saying that the universe is doing that, like the creator, like not a religious figure, not a spiritual figure, but the creator, whoever made everything, not whoever made um, God, Buddha, the prophets. We're talking about someone who made everything. Whatever it is you believe in, that person offering you that cookie is a test. It's that you're supposed to be on a diet. You said that 2023 you're going on a diet. You're going to lose 50 pounds. You're going to be in the gym. You're going to be taking care of your body. You're leaving that in 2022. That cookie is a test to see if you're going to stick to it. And if you do stick to it, the universe rewards you. It rewards you with weight loss. It rewards you with happiness at the fact that you didn't succumb to that test. It rewards you with many things. Now, if you do take the cookie, it punishes you with weight gain, with and then one cookie turns into two cookies turns into three cookies turns into the pack, and then you got to sit back and think, dang, I just ate about 700 calories. I gotta go burn that off on top of what I was already gonna do. So now tomorrow I gotta burn like 1,400, and then my teeth and like think about how much sugar was in that and all the like processed chemicals, and you gotta sit back and think on that. That's the universe punishing you. That's your conscience punishing you for failing that test. So be mindful. Everything's a test. Everything is what will you do when the heat is on? What will you do when you're comfortable? Like comfort is a test too. Because when you're too comfortable, you start to get lazy. When you start to get lazy, you get punished by not having enough money for the things you might want because you don't go to work enough. You get punished in your room becoming dirty. You get punished in, smelling because you don't take showers enough. You get punished in so many ways because you got too comfortable. So, by that metric, even a good thing, like even good, too much of it is a test and it is a problem. Like, I'm gonna show you right now. I have this water. It's got 16.9 fluid ounces in it. If I were to drink 20 gallons of water right now, my stomach would pop. I mean, I don't know for a fact that would happen, but I could assume 20 gallons of water would not fit in my body. So, water, I need this. I need it to live. If I don't drink this, I will get thirsty. If I get thirsty for too long, I will get dehydrated. If I get too dehydrated, I will die. So you would think, if I get so much water, I'd be amazing. Like, I'd be perfect. But no. Too much of a good thing, even water, becomes a bad thing. Too much comfort becomes a bad thing. Too many cars can become a bad thing. Speaking of which, I need some water. And in that same sense, to get this water, well, I didn't buy it, my mom bought it, but to get the water, you have to pay for it. To pay for it, you need to go to work. So to go to work is a test. Can you get there on time? Can you get an application? Can you get hired? Can you make it long enough to get your paycheck? Can you use that paycheck in a educated and proper way to get the things you need rather than only getting what you want? And the thing you need is the water. So the water is the reward for passing the test. The money is the reward for passing the test. The car is the reward for passing the test. The home is the reward for passing the test. Graduation, diploma, the cap and gown is the reward for passing the test. And life is the test. So when you pass the test of life itself, like everything of life, you pass the test of life, that is when you get into things like a heaven. When you fail the test of life, that's when you get into things like a hell. Now, I don't mean these necessarily in a religious way. I just mean you graduate from life to something beyond life or something below life. And that's not to say that you have to be perfect every single day. That's not to say that we all don't slip up because we're human. That's not to say that you have to be a saint. It's simply to say that you have to be aware of and acknowledge there is something much more powerful than you. There is test every day. There is a creator much more powerful than you. And to acknowledge that means you must try to pass. Even when you fail a test, you can learn from it. Even when you fail a test in life, like, I shouldn't have ate those cookies, you learn, next time, don't eat the cookies. So next time comes, and you remember, don't eat the cookies, so you don't eat the cookies. Or maybe you wait, like, you only have a cookie once a week, or something of that sort, as opposed to having multiple cookies every day. So yes, be aware that life is a test. All of this, people will test you. People will test you. The world will test you. Your job, your friends, your family, your loved ones, your everything is a test in some way or another. And how you react and respond to that test determines if you will pass or if you will fail. That's all I have for you. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed, lovely day. Remember, keep your head up. Today is not always going to be how it is. Today might be rough for you. Today you might be in a test. Today you might be down. Tomorrow you could be blessed. Tomorrow you could be up. And that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of everything, to be honest. You can become so much more than you are today. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye.